I'm Chase Kem here with my co-hosts Aiden Fahey and Ryan Donzinger. Yesterday, the Phillies picked up their second straight win after going on a 7-game losing skid. What do you think has changed for the Phillies to help them win these last 2 games?
I think their hitting has been much better during this 2-game win streak, and during the 7-game losing streak, the pitching was not doing very well. During this 2-game winning streak, their pitching has done much better, but not as well as we want them to be. I think we're going to have to get a starting pitcher and more pitchers to win more games and make it to the playoffs.
What do you think about this, Ryan?
I think that they're doing better, especially with the batting order changes. And the pitching is doing better, but not the greatest. But their offense is doing better, just like I said, with the batting order. But yes, I think this series has potential to be a high-scoring series, just like we saw the Rockies and Padres a week ago during the Father's Day. Was the finale of that.
Gabe Kapler got ejected for the second time in this homestand. What do you think about this?
I think it's good because they were on a 7-game losing streak, and he's lighting some fire for the players to be excited to win some games and really get up in that division and get to the front in front of the Braves and make it to the playoffs and go far in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know if they have the potential to do it this year, but they could in coming years. But the time that they could win the World Series would be from anywhere from 2021 to 2028. I think that's when their in-season marks are to win a World Series.
The Phillies play the Braves coming up. How much do you think this series matters for the Phillies?
I think it matters a lot because if they want to make it to the top of the division, they're going to have to win at least 2 out of 3 of these games, because if they want to make it to the top of the division and bring the Braves down, it's the best way to do it because they're going to be playing against the Braves. So it would be easier for them to get to the top of the division now rather than later when they play against different opponents that are much harder.
And I also think that just the mid-season slump for the Phillies, nothing to worry about. I think they'll get back on track.
Obviously, Bryce Harper has been struggling this season. Do you think he'll turn it up in the second half of the season?
Yes, I think he will. I think he's just a little worried and scared because it's his first year, and he just signed a very big contract, 13 years, $330 million. And I think he's a little bit scared about how he's going to perform for the fans. But I think in the next few years and after the All-Star break, I think he'll do much better and he'll relax and play like he should.
What do you think, Ryan?
I think that he signed a great contract, yes, but should the MLB be allowed to do this? I don't think so. I think they should be a max of 7 years, sort of like what the NFL does, because it may not be a good idea to sign a player for more than 7 years, because who knows what they could be like in 10 years. You never know, and it's just risky and it's a bad idea. So I would never do that, absolutely never.
The contract extension deadline is coming up. Do you think they should give an extension to JT Realmuto? And if so, how much do you think he should make a year?
Yes, I think they should give some contract extensions to the big players that are helping the Phillies on this team to win games. I think they should offer a 5-year deal to JT Realmuto worth $50 million to $55 million. So I think they could also give contract extensions to Andrew McCutchen and other players like that.
I think they should sign JJ Realmuto to a 3-year deal worth $42 million. Would be the best idea for the Phillies.
What player do you think the Phillies should target during the trade deadline?
I don't think they should target one specific player, but I think they should target 3 different positions. I think they need a better outfielder because they have many outfielders that are hurt and can't play right now. I think they need to target a little bit better of a third baseman so they can get some hitting in the lineup. And third, I think they need a good starting rotation for pitchers, starting lineup, because they only have about 1 good pitcher or 2 that are playing right now. And Jake Arrieta, we thought he was going to be good when we got him, he's not playing up to his expectations.
I think there's a couple of good players I would target, like outfielders on the Rockies. They're really, really, really solid, but they're not getting a lot of playing time because of other solid outfielders. And good pitchers would be someone like Chad Bettis from the Rockies, should the Phillies maybe could get. He was a great pitcher, but this year he's had his fall-offs. And same thing with Noah Syndergaard from the Mets.
Thanks for watching the SBC show. We'll be back next week.